carried. Now we go to number 7, which is the one that Chris talked about, the Plan Stop Exemptions Amendment. Now, what we're doing here is adding scope for the industrial residential interface into the scope for the exemption. So certainly the right thing to do is, I think I'll move it and Mark will second it. I'll throw it out there, and all those in favour? Against? Thank you. Sorry, Yanni, you wanted to have a bit of debate, I know.
Yeah, thanks.
And
I had a question of staff as well. So, like, we've obviously just heard a deputation this morning from someone whose life has been, really badly impacted. In terms of the exemption, in terms of the scope, in terms of extending it, will it have the ability to then look at the noise limits around what activities are currently occurring, or is it only for future activities?
No, it's only for future activities. So if they change their land use or they increase the activity on site, then existing use rights may not apply. I did mention last time I briefed you on this, the fact that there are some changes expected through the RMA reform. So we are awaiting those because they potentially may change enablement through existing use rights as well. So there was some signals in the blueprint report that meant that some expansion of existing use rights might be provided for. So we're waiting for that, but that may be clearer as of next week.
So when we, just a follow-up question, so when we change the noise limits around, like the stadium, for example, we are changing noise limits in existing activities. Why can we not do that in this area?
Yes, it's all to do with existing use rights. If you've got a legally established activity, you can continue to operate within what's been established as existing use rights. So anything that is enabled under a district plan, they can go for a certificate of compliance to confirm that, or they demonstrate to council that they were compliant with the rules at that time. So they can continue with those rules at the time that they were established. Again, if they change any of the nature of the activity, the character or the scale, that's when the rules of the district plan will come into force.
That's good question, Johnny, and we have actually voted on it, that doesn't matter. So we'll carry on forward, and I think the right thing has happened by extending it out with the scope. You agree?
Yeah, so I mean, just to go into debate now.
Yep.
Like, I strongly support this. For those of us who live in close proximity to this type of activity, it has been obvious since 2018 that council was aware of it. We've got scrap metal yards, we've got car wreckers, we've got a whole bunch of these activities around metal containers being dropped on each other. It's in Bromley, it's in Hornby, it's in Woolston, it's in Linwood, it's probably in Heathcote. The issue here is that we need to get better rules in place, and for those people who are currently suffering, I think we do need to look at more how we're doing measure around the reasonableness of what's going on. But actually, those people would not wish this on their worst enemies. It is so horrific. People are incredibly stressed out. Their quality of life has been absolutely ruined. They cannot have any enjoyment of their outdoor living. They can't open windows. And they are really, really impacted by what's going on. So the more we can do to get better controls in place, this is such a shame that we've taken so long to get to this point that now the government's looking to change the law and stopped us from even being able to do plan changes. This was raised years and years ago around this council table by myself, and I'm very supportive of getting this plan change in place. It's embarrassing that we have to go to government and seek an exemption to do something that is actually right by our community to protect their quality of life from these sorts of activities, but that's the situation we're in. So thank you to staff for bringing this back. Thank you for looking at enabling us to do more. I look forward to getting this plan change progressed and seeking the exemption.
And it has gone to the vote, and we have all voted on it, and I let you speak because you're the local councillor that's deeply affected by this particular area. Okay, thank you very much. Right, my mistake for not letting Yanni speak. Right, we're up to number